Good morning, students. Today we will be discussing about method of charging a conductor. So there are basically two methods by which a conductor can be charged, and the two methods are by conduction and by induction. So let us see these two methods one by one in detail. First we will take method of charging by conduction. So to charge a conductor by conduction method, a charged body is to be brought in contact with the conductor, and we will find that the conductor will now develop or acquire the similar charge. This is how we can do. Let us suppose this is a conductor A that we want to charge with, and suppose we want to charge it with positive charge. Then for this case we have to bring a glass rod rubbed with silk so that the glass rod would develop positive charge, and that glass rod with positive charge should be brought in contact with this conductor A. So suppose we have this a glass rod which is positively charged and is in contact with the conductor A. This is an insulating stand. Then it is found that the conductor A will also develop the similar type of charge. That means it will also get positively charged. I hope it is clear. This charged conductor which is to be charged with positive charge, we have to bring a glass rod glass rod with positive charge in contact with the conductor. Then it is found that the conductor will also become positive charge. Now coming to the reason that why does this conductor acquire positive charge. The reason here is, since this glass rod is positively charged, so the free electrons of conductor A will be transferred to the glass rod to neutralize this positive charge, and due to the loss of the free electrons from the conductor will also acquire positive charge. Now when it is, suppose we now remove this glass rod, as a result the charge in the conductor will not be lost and it will retain this positive charge. This is how. Now suppose we want to charge a conductor by negative charge, then in that case we have to bring an ebonite rod rubbed with fur. As a result, ebonite rod will develop negative charge, and now when it is brought in contact with the conductor, even the conductor will acquire negative charge. This is going to be, say this is an ebonite rod with negative charge, and this is a conductor which is to be charged. You can see this ebonite rod is in contact with the conductor. As a result, this conductor will also become negative charge. I hope it is clear. It is now due to the electrons being transferred from the ebonite rod to the conductor, which will give negative charge to the conductor. So this method is called conduction method. Let us now move to the next type of method or next method to charge a conductor, which will be an induction method. By induction. Now to charge a body by induction method, we have to bring a charged body just close to the conductor to charge the conductor. This time we are not going to touch the charge body with the conductor. Instead, the charge body is kept very close or very near to the conductor. And as a result, we will find that the closer end of the conductor will acquire opposite charge, and the other end, that is the farther end, will acquire the similar charge. This process will be called induction method. Let us have a look. Let us suppose this is a conductor A, and we want to charge this conductor by induction method. As I said, we have to bring another charge body which is kept close to the conductor. Say this is positively charged glass rod which is kept close to this conductor. Now as a result, the closer end will acquire negative charge. This is how negative charge will be acquired in the closer end, whereas the farther end will have positive charge. Let us try to understand this, why it is so. Since this glass rod is positive charge, so the free electrons of this conductor will start moving towards the glass rod. But since there is a gap and the glass rod is not in contact, so these free electrons will not be able to reach the glass rod to neutralize the positive charge. Instead, the free electrons will be accumulating at this end. As a result, due to the extra electrons being accumulated at this end, the end will be getting the negative charge. And due to the loss of the free electrons at this end, it will acquire the positive charge. This is how the charge is done. Now let us suppose we want to remove this. When you remove this positive charge glass rod, we find the conductor once again get neutralized, because the free electrons will be distributed and will completely neutralize the positive charge, and hence no charge is left with the conductor. So conductor this time will completely lost all the charges and it will get neutralized. Now suppose we want to retain the charges, we want to maintain the charge on this conductor, then in that case we have to make, or we have to earth the one end. That is, one end has to be earthed. So as a result, what happens when we are earthing one end, the free electrons of the earth will now be moving to the conductor, the positively charged conductor, and will neutralize this end. So when this positively charge gets neutralized, the negative charge will get distributed throughout, and now the conductor will have only negative charge throughout. There will be only negative charge. This process is called induction method. And suppose if you are earthing, instead of earthing the positive charge, if you earth the negative end, that is this end, in this case the free electrons of this end will be transferred to the earth. So as a result, this will get neutralized, but this positive charge will be spreading throughout, will be distributed throughout to give only positive charge to the conductor. So now this time the conductor will have only positive charge. So this is how we can maintain the charges even though this glass rod or any other charge body is removed from the conductor. I hope the method of induction and conduction is clear to you. You have to read the book, read this topic, and also at the same time you should learn the differences given in the book. It's very important and also very easy to understand. So thank you very much. Next day we are going to discuss about the electroscope. Thank you.